Hey everyone, and welcome to week 43 of the OLED burn-in test. This is a weekly burn-in test I'm running on my LG C9 OLED. As you can see the model number just there, OLED 65C9 PLA. UTT is the hours that it's actually been used, so we're up to 1606. The OLED compensation count, which is the mini pixel refresher, is on 293. And the major one is on 1. The 293 is a automatic pixel refresher that kicks in after every 4 hours of usage. So be that 4 hours in one go or 4 hours having been used an hour each time. So with that, we'll cancel out and I will restart the test. Right, so usage for the past week, as you can see from the hours, total hours, wasn't massive. It was mainly basically movies and stuff that we watched on last Friday, and then over the weekend there was a little bit of sport that I watched. Other than that, I don't believe there's been much gaming on this in the past week. Normally we do try and mix up the usage as much as possible, but for the past week basically everybody's literally just been busy with their own things. I've been on a night shift, so I've not personally used it. My son's been busy with his schoolwork, so basically he's not really done any gaming either. Usually the gaming is the biggest sort of factor in terms of usage during the week, and then weekends it's more so a case of sports as well as movies and TV shows later on in the evening. For all of those watching this video for the first time, if you've not watched any of these, firstly welcome to the channel. The reason for these particular videos is just to give people a real world example and a real world idea in terms of what normal sort of usage will actually result in with an OLED panel. So this is a 2019 model, but it was actually purchased in early February. Well, it was purchased late January of 2020, but it was delivered early February of 2020. Initially, I didn't actually start doing these tests weekly. I think the first one I ran was around week 7, but since then, what I've decided to do is literally just do it week by week, just for research purposes more so than anything else. That way, if anything does occur, we know exactly what's at what point has happened, and also possibly what's caused it, depending on the type of usage it's had in the previous week. So basically the main reason for these videos is with the next gen consoles coming out, and OLEDs have basically just shot right to the forefront in terms of the perfect gaming TVs. For a lot of their native properties, such as really fast refresh rates, the perfect blacks mean that you can disable all post-processing and get excellent input lag and response times, because the panel isn't having to, or the TV isn't having to actually do any extra processing, because the panel, the native panel, the core OLED technology is so good in terms of picture quality that, unlike QLED and LED and even to an extent mini LEDs, until they perfect it, it doesn't need to do anything extra. The natural picture that actually comes across on screen is so much better than all of those, especially in game mode. And obviously with that being coming to the forefront, if you like, it does throw up a lot of questions in people's minds. And the most common question I get on my channel, I have over 300 videos on my channel on various topics, various subjects. The most common question I get on my channel without fail is regarding burn-in and gaming. So people are just so paranoid about getting burn-in from gaming on their new PS5, sorry, or the Xbox Series X, that they're just constantly searching. And I have a video on my channel which is how to avoid OLED burn-in. I'll put a link for that in the description below. And in that video I basically just give tips and tricks, and basically there's two types of responses I get from that. One is from people that are still curious. So usually it's because they've not actually watched the full video and they'll just skip through it, and then they'll ask me questions that are already answered in the video. But the other one is from people that are, for some reason, haters of OLED. I don't get this type of mentality where people, just because they don't have a type of technology, they have to hate on it. And what they will do is they'll post comments that on the face of it just seem spiteful. But what they do is they instill a tiny bit of doubt into people's minds about usage and how these panels are going to react, how long they're going to last. And because of that, obviously people that either thinking about buying OLED or somebody who's actually bought it and maybe thinking, oh, have I made a mistake, they start to doubt their decisions. These types of videos, this particular video, the reason I do this weekly is so then people can actually see when you're using this sort of TV, an OLED TV that is newer than say 2018, because the previous TVs did suffer more from burn-in because of a different pixel structure. But with the new ones, they have, I believe it's a double-sized red subpixel, and since then, basically, there haven't really been any reports of normal usage leading to burn-in. Now, bear in mind that obviously we're on week 43. There will be people that have had these TVs older, literally from like release date. I bought this just before, well, just after the C10 was actually announced. I've done a video on why I made that decision. That will be in the TV and videos playlist if you're interested in that. So I bought this quite late, so there will be people that have possibly had this for maybe say 9-10 months longer than I have. But even still, if you look at how many reports of actual burn-in there are for C9, C10 models, the numbers are very low. Generally, for that to occur, you have to either abuse the panel or you basically must have had some sort of a defect that's led to something different. So that's the test done. As I say, I will be doing this weekly, so for those, and this is actually kicking into that particular video. So this is the video I was actually referring, how to prevent OLED burn-in on the LG C9 CX GX. It applies to all of the C series, B series, all of the OLED models that are newer than 2018, say, as long as you leave all the mitigations in place. But obviously for more details, do go watch that video and do watch it all the way through. If you have any questions, obviously drop them down in the comments section below. I generally try and answer as many as I can. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe to the channel. If you have liked this video, then obviously give me a thumbs up down below, and also hit that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any new videos I post. And other than that, thanks very much for watching.